story all about how wrong story. That's not my story. That's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I know that if you've never seen Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that joke probably completely bombed. Well, that's one of the reasons why I gave up a career in stand-up comedy. I'm not that funny. I never really aspired to that. Here's the story of how I became one of the top 6 finalists in the Miss Regal World pageant. First of all, I want to talk about the pageant a little bit. The pageant was created by Victoria Georgeville. She is an international title holder. She's an actress and she has many stellar accomplishments. And she created this pageant during the pandemic last year. Lots of pageants were getting canceled. This is the Facebook page for the pageant. Pageants were getting canceled because of the pandemic, so she created an online version for this pageant. One of the most amazing things about the pageant, for me, compared to many others, is that it is inclusive. It is not one of those pageants where there's so many limits of age and of certain aspects of a person's life for someone to apply. So I felt like this was something that I would be interested in. How did I hear of it? I am on Star Now, which is a website. Here's my profile on Star Now. It is a website where you can post your acting profile or modeling, presenter, whatever it is that you want to advertise in case you want to pursue a career either in acting, modeling, reality shows, presenting, something like that. And I have to admit, I'm not really pursuing a career in this. I I was already in my 40s when I joined Star Now. I just set it up for fun and I put some of my credits, things that I had done before. I've done a shampoo commercial, I've done several photo shoots, I've done a paper factory commercial, a language school commercial, small things. Well, the shampoo commercial was national, but I did lots of fashion shows in my hometown. I modeled a bit in Australia, did a photo shoot, a couple of photo shoots there, did a couple of photo shoots here in Norway as well. But I am a teacher, a professor, a lecturer. That's my real calling. So one day I was looking at where it says auditions and jobs. And they usually invite you to enter different things if they think you're suitable for it. And I saw that there was where it said matching jobs, I saw something about the Miss Regal World pageant online, and I was immediately interested. Absolutely immediately interested. I felt like I had been waiting for an opportunity like that for a very long time. Let me see. Let's go to where it says groups. Groups, I can show a picture that I really want to show. The contestants all gather together in a private group and we share our stories on there. This is what I shared a little while ago. This woman, I don't know if she's a recognizable face to everyone, but to me, she's an inspiration. I first saw her on TV. The year was 1986. Let me show a little bit of that. I absolutely loved pageants. I I of course was watching when she won, and there we go. This was in 1986. Here she is. She got a question from the judges, and she was the only black contestant. And the first one, I was so happy to see her there. I felt represented. I felt, look, there is somebody who has hair like mine, who has skin like mine, and she's beautiful, and she's a contestant in this pageant. But many people were very negative about it. They're saying, oh, there's no way she's ever going to win. I mean, she's pretty, but she's black. Usually they give it to a blonde woman, a white woman. Black girls don't win Miss Brazil. There never has been a black Miss Brazil. That's what people said to me. And I was still rooting for her. I was hoping that she would be the one. And I was sitting there as a 14-year-old thinking, I hope she wins. Everyone's saying she's not going to win, but I hope she wins. And in this moment, when they were counting the scores, I was sitting there hoping that she would win. And I felt like if she wins, it's like I'm winning too. It's just representing every little black girl who feels like she's not that pretty, she's not that good. It's saying black women are also smart, intelligent, educated, worthy, just as worthy as everyone else. And people might say, oh, it's just a beauty pageant, it doesn't prove anything. But it's more than that. Brazil is a multiracial country, but there is a lot of racism there. There is the concept that if your skin is lighter, if your hair is good, right? If your eyes are green or greenish blue, then you're better. The darker you are, the less pretty you are. That's a very sad, sad, sad concept. That's how a lot of us feel. So to me, seeing her there with her beautiful African texture hair, representing all of us who felt sometimes humiliated when people would say mocking things about our hair, who felt less than because of things that people said. So there she was with all the other beautiful women from all states of Brazil representing Rio Grande do Sul. Daisy Nunes, that's her name, and she was representing the state of Rio Grande do Sul. And here's the moment when they say she's the winner. That's the minute she finds out she won, and I had tears in my eyes. I was not crying like I'm sad. I was crying like tears of happiness, feeling that this was the beginning of something wonderful for my country. To see Black women being represented. And that's how it started for me. I really wanted to be in a pageant like that. I entered pageants at school, and I was in one where I actually won in 1980s. And I felt very special about that because all my classmates voted for me, and they said that I was smart and pretty and funny, and they wanted me to represent our class, and I ended up winning for the whole school. I have a picture of it in here as well. I had always wanted to participate in bigger pageants, but I was told by even people in my family, you're not tall enough. You're not that pretty. You would never win. And saying things like that to a person can actually kill someone's spirit. But I never let any of that get me down. I was always very determined to try. Even when I was afraid, I would still try whenever I really wanted something. And I remember when they had a pageant at my school to select one of the candidates that would represent the city and then the state to then represent the country, then I entered again. And this year, when I entered, they weren't going to choose, the students weren't going to choose. It was going to be judges, a panel of judges. And I didn't even, I think there were 30 girls. I wasn't even one of the 15 that was selected. And I remember being really disappointed. And that was something that made me sad. And after that, I didn't try again. I didn't try again because I felt, what's the point? I'm never gonna make it. So that was the last time I tried. And I think that was forgotten for a while. I didn't think of it for a while. And then eventually I accepted that that wasn't going to happen for me. I did some modeling. I did. Oh, here's the picture I was looking for. This is the pageant I did win. And I was really happy. I was chosen by the school. All of the students in my class voted for me first. And then I ended up being voted the one. It was an unforgettable moment for me. But that was pretty much it. I entered and didn't even make 15 out of 30 girls that entered. Then, as the years went by, I just accepted that. People told me you're not tall enough. I think at some point they even said I wasn't skinny enough. I was like, what, 40 kilos, 80 pounds, whatever. So there's a lot of prejudice in the world. So maybe there is a part of me that always feels now I'm not good enough. But there's another part of me fighting and saying, yes, you are good enough. And in this pageant, this is one of the things that's emphasized for all of us contestants. We are all good enough. We're all worthy. And I feel really honored for that. So here are all the contestants in my category, Ms. Regal World. Contestants from 31 years to 49 years of age. This is what I love about this pageant because you can be older and still compete in your division. And here are all the contestants from Finland, from Zambia, from Germany, from the Philippines, Australia, England, Canada, Ireland, Colombia, all these countries. And the women are stunning. So I did not expect to be one of the finalists. You can look at the link that I'm going to put in the description of this video for you to see my reaction when I found out I was a finalist. And to me, that already makes me a winner. The contestants now competing in my division, they are all absolutely stunning. They have amazing accomplishments under their belts, and it's tough competition. But I feel like just being alongside them already makes me a winner. If I had to guess, I'm thinking I see Lily, the beautiful blonde woman next to me, as a very strong contender. She is an amazing human being. She donated a kidney to her childhood friend. I was reading her story, and that was something that touched me deeply. She's beautiful physically, but there is like her personality and the kindness of her heart. That's what really stands out. I got to know a bit about the contestants through the Facebook group. And then there's Michelle, Miss America. She's a writer. She used to be in the FBI. I think she's a fascinating contestant. Also gorgeous and very interesting and intelligent. She's also a tough contender. I got to know these two a little bit better than the other three. And then Sarcha, I might be mispronouncing her name. She's gorgeous, really, really nice and funny. We had Zoom calls where we got to interact a bit, and I remember her personality is really bubbly. She's amazing too. Then there's Haley. She's a ballerina. I saw a picture of her, and I always find it amazing when people can stand on the very tip of their toes like that. As a ballerina, that's so impressive. She's got a fantastic personality as well, and she's gorgeous. And then there's Sheena. I didn't get to know her very well, but I see she's stunning. So I'm thinking these are incredible women, and I'm alongside these women, so that already makes me a winner. And I feel really honored for that. I don't think I'm going to win, but I'm already so honored to be a part of this group and to be a part of Miss Regal World. It has really made a difference the past few months participating in this pageant. So good luck to all of the contestants. I can't wait to see who's going to be Ms. Regal World this year. It's very hard. I'm thinking Lily, but then again, all of them are so amazing. We'll see. I'll make a video later on when they announce the winner.